Hey crew, I'm excited.
This is going to be amazing.
This is going to be so much fun. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is coming this fall.
It is a massive new expansion to the Dungeons & Dragons rule set for DMs and players alike.
There's some pretty cool stuff in there, including, officially, the Bard College of Creation. This is a subclass you don't want to miss out on.
You know why I'm super excited about Artificer and the changes coming? Because my character is already kind of a badass tank. But imagine her being able to shoot lightning with these greaves.
I cannot wait, personally, to create a new chaotic tiefling warlock to unleash the ultimate genie magic with.
Y'all, I gotta tell you, they made magical items as tattoos. I want to use this stuff in-game right away.
I am super excited to try out a bunch of these new spells. It offers a lot of versatility, so you might want to take Summon Aberrant Spirit and fight alongside a Beholderkin, because why would you not?
One of the rules that they're expanding on is one of my personal favorites, which is the group patron mechanic that can change the flavor of a campaign even before it begins.
There is so much great new stuff, including sidekicks. That's right, they're going official.
All that and more will be available in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, available everywhere this fall.
Welcome to Up, Up, Down, Down. I'm your host, Austin Creed. Here in this realm, you refer to me as the king. Yeah! Master! Even though we're constantly doing new awesome stuff on the channel on a regular basis. Freddie Prinze Jr.! How about that,
Been lucky enough to be able to combine wrestling and video games, two things that I love. This is what I was made to do.
What do you think of this? Get a little steamy in here. We saw a lot of things, guys. Yeah, we did. That's true. We saw some people who were happy. Some people who lost. Some people who complain.
Stupid PlayStation controller.
Some people who won.
Oh! Oh my God!
Some people who wanted to throw controllers.
There's no way to win this! Why? Why?
There you go.
It's a 1.
Catch it here on Up, Up, Down, Down. Keep it tight.
Log in to explore strange worlds and fantastical cities, thanks to a company based in a really boring one that handles all the tedious math and reference stuff for you, so you can finally unleash the epic quest you've been crafting since middle school on your friends. Or just do what most people use it for, cranking out endless new characters while they're bored at work. I could finish these spreadsheets, but what if this paladin owned a horse? Perfect. D&D Beyond. Play with advantage.
Acquisitions Incorporated is the leader in interplanar artifact recovery, with exciting new franchise opportunities in your area. Are you eager to liberate the lost treasures of a dragon's hoard? Are you desperate for work and lack better options? With Kingdom-class on-the-job training, our franchisees learn the skills they need to ensure their legacy and their survival. Skills like choosing the right career path, not getting devoured, team building, and decisioning. Welcome to a life of profitable adventure. Welcome to Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated.
This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Previously on Acquisitions Incorporated. When we last left the party in Avernus, Omin Dran and Jim Darkmagic had inadvertently become separated from Bobbie and Evelyn by the sudden explosion of the Apocalypse dagger carried by Viari. With the erotic triumph over his Lich clone, the original Jim and Omin make plans to escape the clone's rolling fortress.
And right behind you is the door to the dressing room of the Lich formerly known as the real Jim Darkmagic.
Right. We were trying to find his phylactery.
If we don't find it, then we're just gonna have to do all of this again later.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
As though foreshadowed by the hand of destiny, Jim plays a convincing Jim Darkmagic.
Lord Jim, is the show over already?
It was a quick one tonight, and the audience wasn't feeling it, so...
Oh, you got him!
Captured him, did it by myself. I'm gonna start torturing him now. Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
No, it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna fuck with his dick, and it's gonna be weird.
I'm ready for the torture.
Oh. I'm doing this myself, and I'm going to enjoy taking his skin and doing stuff with his eyes. So...
I'll be outside.
Okay.
Finally, alone in a room with a bed, Omin and Jim make a valuable discovery in the mirror. Destroying the Lich once and for all will require nothing less than a blow from a magical artifact.
With the magical two-handed maul, I'm gonna slam the top of this gem on this mirror as hard as I can.
Omin's maul whelm shatters the flak, but the necrotic damage blasts Omin, making him look like he's undergone incredible torture, because that's exactly what it felt like.
And Omin, you are also stunned.
I believe that.
It's enough to convince the guards the job's been handled. Meanwhile, in the Avernal Wastelands, the witch Mad Maggie apprises Morgaine of the situation.
Oh, Morgaine, we gotta get to your fans quick. Otherwise, that Lich is gonna eat them for some yum-yums.
Yes, I am very concerned about their health and safety. He has not paid me in 3 weeks.
Now, since you've been so good with that bow of yours defending my fort, especially while I was imprisoned by that pig fucker Jim Darkmagic, you get your choice of vehicle for the rest of this ride. You can get down there and ride one of those Hell Rider
motorcycle.
It's fast.
Morgaine peels off to find Omin and Jim, and even more meanwhile, Evelyn Marthain, Bobbie Zimmeruski, and Viari tumble through the infinite void opened by the Apocalypse dagger.
And the dagger is disintegrating. You see Viari's arm disintegrate, and then he vanishes.
Viari, no! Bobbie is imbued with an echo of Viari's innate energy, acknowledged visually with this Mankini signifier. Time seems to stand still as Bobbie and Evelyn are contacted by Zariel, Lord of Avernus.
And she looks down at the two of you and says,
"You shall soon die, but I make an offer to you now. Join my infernal legions, and I will save you from this dark abyss."
Don't do that. For sure, no. For sure, no.
So, who's like the main person you're trying to take out?
All of them. All of the demons who dare tread upon the infernal soil of hell.
I also would love to purge all of the demons. The thing is, I've already got this job with Lathander. Do you know Lathander? Great, glorious god, morning lords, tons of light. He's just fantastic.
And you? I require your soul.
That's where I got the issue, you know?
Bobbie, would you like to accept the light of the morning lord into your... for the next 24 hours, whenever you make a saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the save?
And a crosser!
A newly converted Bobbie prays, and it is answered as the Cosmo Hopper itself changes into a vision of the World Tree, punching a portal to Avernus and the missing party members. Morgaine, Omin, and Jim spy the portal opening near the River Styx, along with a strange moving island.
As you turn to go toward the portal, that island crashes into the shore, raises up its mouth, and demons start rushing out onto the beach.
What? That is a good monster.
I need you to roll initiative.
Oh.
Mad Maggie mulches demonic hordes with her war machine as our heroes fight their way back to the portal and the charged Cosmo Hopper just in time for their return trip.
As the haze around the Cosmo Hopper fades, you see that you have phased into being in one of the great parks of Waterdeep.
Oh, we did it!
I stumble off of the stairs and I just start to kiss and maybe even eat part of the ground.
I shout, boy, what day is it?
But upon their arrival, Vi has a surprising update.
2 years have passed since you left. It gave me some time to travel around. I even went home. So I'm not originally from here.
Where is home?
Oh, I'm from a world called Eberron.
We obviously need to get this device back into the HQ. I mean, let me show you the operation. Let me show you around.
There's the rub, my friend. While you've been away, Acquisitions Incorporated has been undergoing a complete hostile takeover. And that's where we'll end.
Now, amid a hostile corporate takeover, with a business in shambles, and all of the audience's sympathies directed, naturally, towards its wealthy 1%er CEO, we return to Acquisitions Incorporated.
Welcome, everyone, to Acquisitions Incorporated at PAX Online. I'm Jeremy Crawford, your Dungeon Master, and joining us today, as always, is Jerry Holkins as Omin Dran.
Oh, hello.
We also have, returning to the Acq Inc. table, Anna Prosser as Evelyn Marthain. Also, returning to the Acq Inc. stage, here in our homes, WWE superstar Xavier Woods.
From down deep.
I'm ready to roll nothing but 20s today. Let's go.
As Bobbie Zimmeruski. We also, of course, have Mike Krahulik as the world-renowned Jim Darkmagic.
It's him.
Hey, everybody.
And returning to the table is Holly Conrad as our favorite trash witch, Strix.
Yay! Ow, my mic hit me in the face. I'm glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back.
I'm delighted to have you back, and it is wonderful to see you all. I would, of course, rather we were playing in person, but getting to play D&D in any medium is always a delight. And so, here we go. Now learning that several of you have been gone from your homeworld for 2 years, Vi, your gnome inventor buddy and now work colleague, gestures for you quickly to get out of this park. My friends, this Cosmo Hopper is going to be a beacon to your enemies, as well as other people whose curiosity we do not want to attract. I recommend that you get someplace safe. We're not too far here from Troll Skull Alley, and I have met your old colleague Strix. You should go there and lay low for a little while.
No, hang on.
Oh, yeah, everyone can come over to my house. That'll be great.
Oh, yes. We can
Your
pray.
house is not safe, and I think that you know that.
No, we remodeled twice.
Okay.
What's wrong with her house?
It lost a roof for a while. It was no big deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's...
and a wall. Take it with a grain of salt. But Vi, is it Troll Skull Alley or is it Troll School Alley? Because that's actually really important. Those are not the same alley at all.
The alley that I am aware of is Troll Skull Alley.
Gotcha. Okay, that's the one we'll go to.
I'm gonna hit up a hostel or something.
My house is nice. I repainted.
I want to go see the house.
I highly recommend you stay together, because if the current owners of Acquisitions Incorporated realize that you're here, shit's gonna go sideways real quick.
The current owners, isn't Omin
What do
the
you
owner?
mean, current
Yeah,
owners?
is he not in charge anymore? Cheese Daddy?
Listen, I'm down on my luck.
Is Strix there right now?
Strix might own it for all I know.
She probably comes and goes a lot, I imagine, right?
Yeah, we'll find out. I say maybe Strix can tell us why. I mean, this my understanding. I just learned about this takeover situation, and we might want to talk to somebody who actually lives here. I think that would help. And if that means eventually going to your incredibly dangerous house, Evelyn, then that's an opportunity we should take. But for now, let's go to Troll Skull Alley.
I mean, if you don't think my home sounds pleasant, then I mean, that's fine.
I think it sounds great.
Well, let's get Strix
I mean,
first,
I'm not
and
that
then go.
insulted. I just thought, inviting everyone over was a nice thing to do.
Not necessary. I think we got a great group here. I think we got an A1 team.
All right, so we don't get to see your house, okay?
Well, I need to go home at least for a moment because I do need to let them know, because it looks like I've been gone a while, so I just need to let them know I'm okay, and also hopefully pick up some pie. And Bobbie, you can come because you seem interested in my house, which is very well redecorated, if I do say so.
I'm very interested in pie, and
I love
Strix is
decorations.
not.
Is this like an extreme makeover type of thing with your house?
Like
Is it
5x extreme,
Oh.
meaning I made it over 5 times because it blew up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is like season finale, like HGTV tier type stuff.
Shiplap all over the place.
Yeah, I want to make sure there's a lot of reclaimed barn door wood.
Oh yeah.
But Jim, I want to make sure before you start eating any pies, so you need to understand that these pies were made by Strix.
Everywhere
So
I look.
I want to make sure you understand that you can't just go around eating pies like you don't know who handled them.
Bye. Let's go.
I have a question.
I think we should all agree we have one wizard and we already have it. Let's go.
Of course. I'm still new, I guess. There's still names that I don't know. Who's Strix? Who's this person?
Nobody important.
Oh, she's a very powerful sorcerer.
Not
she
really,
works for
though.
Acquisitions Incorporated, and she
like Jim.
knows how to bake.
Not
but
like me.
Well, not like Jim very much.
No.
I wouldn't compare them.
No,
apples and oranges and all
can't.
that.
Well, apples and rotten trash.
No, see, I wouldn't. I mean, she does smell a little like trash, but
See?
that's not reflective on her sorcery.
It is, though, in a lot of ways.
Bobby,
It's all connected.
Bobby, it's best to let them handle this. This is something that you and I, and potentially even Evelyn, can look at from a distance safely.
Magic show duel?
That's a great
something
idea.
like that. It's not. You can't be too close.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Every seat is a front row seat, right? So, watch out. Troll Skull Alley, it is.
My friends, I am so delighted to see you again. And she looks at you, Bobbie, and says, and especially you.
Me too. And by the way, you smell great, per usual.
Oh, thank you, honey. But you need to get your asses out of this park.
Okay.
I am going to have my crew move the Cosmo Hopper as surreptitiously as we can. We're going to move it to my Waterdeep lab. Once you've got situated, stick around at Strix's house. And oh my, those pies are delicious. I especially love the strawberry rhubarb. I will send word. And it might involve a little travel through the sewers so no one sees you. But you can then come to my lab and we can figure out what to do with the Cosmo Hopper and with the whole damn mess of your company being taken over by Dran Enterprises.
Again, but it happens. It's it's like, honestly, it's like if you have ants. It's just you call a service. I want to make sure that everyone understands this. It's a temporary setback.
Well, we did leave like this plane of existence, right? I mean, it's not like we were absent owners. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I was.
I'm a part owner.
Now,
yeah.
If for some reason you need to find me before I send you word. I'll tell you a little secret. And she looks around in the park, making sure no one is close by. You can find my secret lab inside one of the city's walking statues. All you gotta do is go to Grolkin's Tankard. It's cradled by the great drunkard statue. Tell the barkeep there that you are the travelers looking for the fixer, and they'll set you up and send you on your way.
I like the sound of this place.
Oh, the drinks are amazing.
I bet.
Oh, and Bobbie, that satchel is all yours. And you don't have to hold back on that cheese, honey. Every morning, I designed it so it will produce even more cheese.
I got something that does that.
I love you so much. I quietly weep just a little bit.
I mean, my thing is that cheese is historically how I have manipulated this person.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to be a kind person, I guess.
And especially the fact that you no longer own this company, so I don't know how you would acquire the cheese. So at this point,
exactly, free agent.
I'm very much attached to Evelyn, and I'm part of the faith now. I'm learning.
Oh yeah,
trying to do better every day. So I'll definitely stick around for that.
Walk that path.
Definitely.
There is a lot of commonality between cheese and sunshine. I just really feel like that makes sense.
They're both bright, make people happy.
So as you make your way to Troll Skull Alley, do you want to go by street or by some other means?
I don't see why we shouldn't go by street. Is there any reason that we should be afraid to walk the streets of my city?
I mean, I'll take a quick glance around. I mean, do I notice people being mugged openly and drug into dark alleys, or I mean, how much have things changed?
So as you look around, it looks like the Waterdeep you remember, except one very important detail.
Everyone's a dog.
As you look to the north, south, and east and west, as your gaze reaches sort of the edges of the city walls or Mount Waterdeep, you notice that there are battle balloons patrolling the skies above the city. Not something you were accustomed to see 2 years ago.
Do they have livery?
Pointed in towards the city or defending the city, like pointed out?
They are each, you see, going on a fixed patrol pattern that includes the interior of the city, but then it looks like their patrol takes them out over the wall outside the city and then back in.
Is there livery on the balloons?
Go ahead and make a wisdom perception check to see if you can make it out from here.
It's never been easier. 12.
That is good enough. You can make out from this distance what looks like the Dran Enterprises logo surmounting a tiny Acq Inc. logo.
What?
I
say it out loud. I'm sorry. This is how it has to be. I'm sorry. I say it out loud. I say, what? What the fuck?
You've been usurped.
Yeah, you got usurped.
Who's Dran Enterprises?
It's a project of my sister's. She's always been desirous of my works.
Dude, we need to get you some pancakes for all this syrup.
Hey.
Right?
I love
That's
pancakes.
a good one, Jim. That's
Right,
a good
Bobbie?
one, Jim.
Right,
That's
Bobbie?
a good one, Jim. Hey, you should do stand-up too, add it to your show.
Yeah.
I would tell you to go to hell if we hadn't just gotten out. Let's put it that way.
We can still make light of the situation.
Well, the editorial comments they're not welcome.
If you don't laugh, you cry.
Omin starts to cry.
Just openly
No, I'm gonna go over like
I'm patting you. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, I basically like I try to make it look like I'm examining a topiary in the park, like too close. I'm like, it's not. I mean, it's good work. I mean, it's really good work.
I come up and I put a hand on his back and offer him a piece of cheese. Here you go. Come on.
I'll put it by the mouth and then I'll push it in, but I can't. The lip quivers too much. Like I can't. The cheese can't gain entree.
I'm gonna guide him. We're just gonna take the streets, right? I sort of lead him away from the hedges.
Yeah, maybe someone will murder us.
We can.
Maybe they'll put an end to this farce.
Omin, I've never seen you so depressed. We should take you home.
Yeah, but I think that she probably owns that also. So
not my house.
Your house is sounding better and better. If it's a house at all, it's got things I like about it.
When I last saw it, it was mostly a house.
I'll take it. 75% or lower. I mean, let's do it.
If you need, I can check my satchel for some leaves if you need some of those.
Listen, you dig around. You let me know what you got.
Let you know.
Bobbie, go ahead and roll a d4.
Uh-oh.
Let's do.
It's like potency.
Yeah.
2.
Concentration.
You have 2 more of the leaves in your bag. And as you look, you suddenly realize you're not sure if the number of leaves in your bag is remaining constant. That these mystical leaves seem to be vanishing and reappearing at some rate all their own.
I wonder if some root of Yggdrasil is poking through there.
What an artifact. The most powerful artifact.
It's our connection to the world tree. Yeah. So maybe this means something.
I wonder.
Well, as you ponder this cosmic mystery, Evelyn, you lead your friends through the streets of Waterdeep back to the building that has been mostly a home. And
it's a full home. It's just mostly a house.
Mostly. Got it.
The heart is.
And as you approach, you can smell the familiar aroma of freshly baked pies. And Strix, you see through the window Evelyn, whom you haven't seen in a month, approaching along with Jim, Omin, and a Goliath you don't recognize. And you realize you have not seen Omin and Jim in quite some time.
All right, I have there's a window. I feel like there's a window in the kitchen where at one point Omin had peeked into like a creep. That one.
Oh yeah.
That's that's the one I'm gonna open and stick my head out and be like, "Oh, you're back! How long has it been? Has it been a while? It's been a while, right?"
Yeah. Remember you were wondering because you worked for Acquisitions Incorporated and then suddenly you didn't hear anything from them for a couple years.
I felt like
that
wasn't a bad thing. I felt like maybe they had their things under control. They didn't need anything exploded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything okay? How's business? You know,
If you ask how business, you notice there's a bunch of signs that just say no more crickets, we promise. Just outside, there's no more, we promise, just fruit. And there's pictures of fruit. And she's like, we tried some rebranding. Just recent rebranding. Yeah, but it's going all right. It's going all right. I see hello, Omin and Jim. Hello, and your new friend.
Hello, how are you?
I just vomit right in your yard. And I'm like, this isn't an illusion. Oh!
Seems like he's had a good time. How you got? Why don't you all come in? I'm gonna see. I just started some a whole new patch of pies. No crickets. If you want to come in,
Strix,
have a couple.
This is Bobbie, and he's also a servant of the Morning Lord, newly converted.
That's great.
And he really likes cheese, and he has some. Do you think you could make a cheese pie?
Oh, please.
Do we have to call it Lathander or something? Because you always want to call my pies Lathander or something.
Well, it's a really good name. I mean, if you can think of something better.
No, I don't have anything better. It's fine. I will make whatever you want. It's lovely to see all of you. I haven't heard from any of you from a while. I are you okay? I see some tears in your eyes. Are those tears?
There's just like the tiny. I mean, like that 4 or 5 year old nod, like just the head kind of goes up, and then just like a mailed fist wipes the nose across.
What? I'll walk outside the door, like put an arm on his shoulder and be like, "Come on, buddy, I'll get you a pie."
Yeah, but Strix, that wipe was productive enough that he's looking at it like a wet watch, and then it just gets rubbed along the side of the plate, and then he moves. Just there's no. He's completely rudderless. You can easily guide him wherever you want him to go. It is sad. I completely agree with you.
This is sad. Jim, aren't you best friends or something? Shouldn't you be taking care? Look how sad he is.
He gets like this sometimes.
I've never seen him like that. Evelyn, have you ever seen him like this?
All the time. All the time. This is every Wednesday.
Also, just to tell you, Jim, I'm best friends with the Black Staff now. I just want to tell you that. All right, let's go inside. Let's just walk inside.
Quick transition.
Come on in.
So inside you go. You are in what used to be this manor house's tap room. It is now this pie shop. And outside it is midday, although Troll Skull Alley is shadowy as usual, given the tall townhouses here and also the smoke that seems to always be rising from the chimneys, although often it's actually mist that's coming in off the bay, which lends this whole part of Waterdeep a gloom even on the brightest day. But despite that gloom outside, there is the cheer inside, mostly produced by the pies all around you. Would you like to eat anything now that you have the opportunity?
You have to, J-Craw, I mean, I think it has been 1,000 years since we have had a long rest. Now, is this place so dilapidated that you could not perform a long rest inside it?
No, it's fixed. It's nice now, and everyone's out running errands. So
you have a really good contractor.
Not everyone.
I would imagine some of the kids and the owlbear are kind of like scurrying around, and I would introduce Bobbie to some of them.
Yes, I love animals.
We've had some incidences recently, but other than that, it seems like we have a roof. That's new. That's been here for at least 6 months.
It's an upgrade for sure.
It is.
Looks sturdy.
Also, Bobbie, can I take some of that cheese, please?
Please. And I do have one special request.
Yes.
And I reach into my satchel and I get the cheese, and I reach into my other satchel and I get one of the leaves. And I say, could you mix this into the pie mix?
Oh yeah. I'll smell it. Does it, for some reason, I feel like it's that kind of like that fancy basil, it's like,
I think that's accurate.
We'll say it's a very, very fancy basil.
Like Thai basil. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
After you're done cooking and mixing that, you might want to just wash that bowl a couple of times before you cook anything else in it.
No, we don't wash anything here. It's fine. And you see, I have an albino gazer who's a little like so he's pretty much a tiny beholder.
Yeah.
And so I'll hand the cheese to him, and he'll hopefully take it to the bag.
Yeah,
not drop it.
I just say gross, and then I climb up a rope into an invisible hole.
Oh, by the way,
you see the rope get pulled up.
I don't think you can do that because I have one of my warding spells done in the house.
I fall out. Just on my back.
I peeked through the kitchen. I'm like, we had a big problem with devils for a while in here.
I can tell. Just testing your wards. Everything seems in place.
We had a big problem. My soul might still be out. Everything's fine, but security's been higher. Just so you know.
So I from a mailed fist, I'm just reaching into the middle of a pie and eating that. And basically, like, eventually Omin's eyes, I'm seated in this open area. Eventually, after a few handfuls, his eyes close.
Oh,
just falls asleep eating pie.
Sweet,
just standing there.
This sweet sleepy child. Just
I'm
here.
gonna try and like make him a little. I'll make him a little nest there in the common room. Like I'll get some hay from the owlbear room.
I'll
cover
pick
it
him
with
up
some
like a baby.
blankets. Yeah, we'll
carry him
tuck
over.
in.
Oh, with just effortlessly, like this plate mailed adult man.
And
I'll
also
set him on
about
the
also
hay.
making like guest accommodations for people so they can sleep.
Ooh, do you have any blankets here?
Oh yes.
Oh, we have
Here.
lots of blankets, including living blankets if you want an owl bear as a blanket.
Oh
Ooh, I'll
We
keep that
also
one for
had some
myself.
enchanted blankets, but I wouldn't suggest using those. They tend to smother people.
It's true.
I'll get a regular one and just put it over Omin, and I'll kiss him on the forehead. And say,
Aww.
hey, he's daddy.
I'm so glad that all of you found Bobbie. Bobbie seems wonderful. He's taking care of all of you. Look, Jim isn't doing anything.
I'm gonna use fabricate to make a sleeping bag that zips up over my head, and I just curl up in a corner.
And all of you who have just returned from hell feel like you haven't slept in weeks.
Yeah.
And so Bobbie and Evelyn, after Jim vanishes into his magically fabricated sleeping bag and you kiss Omin goodnight, the two of you feel a wave of sleep just come crashing down upon you.
I do that trudge up the stairs to my bedroom. Everyone, our house is your house. Just get anything from the kitchen. Good night.
Downstairs on the couch, trying to flip through a book of Lathander. And I fall asleep to that.
The little big book of Lathander.
Yeah.
It's like one of
Lathander
those
for
table
dummies.
books that's like, just in case someone stops by and's like, I would love to hear the good word of Lathander. It's like sitting right there.
No. I'm just like, I just walk by that and I'm like, here's your cheese pie. Also, there might be some gazer spit in it, but
Ooh, I'll eat that when I wake up.
Like falls asleep cuddling it.
Yeah, I'm so excited smelling.
And so with the smell of the freshly baked cheese pie, you all go to sleep. Strix, you eventually go to sleep as well. They just are out in the middle of the day. And then...
Can I draw something on Jim while he's asleep?
No, he's completely
I am
sealed
in a
in.
cocoon.
Oh, you did that on purpose. Okay,
Yes.
I go to take advantage of this, realize that he already thought of this and was like,
You gotta give him points for that. I mean,
I do.
He did.
I do.
And then, sorry, long rest, max health, yes?
Yes, you get all your hit points back.
Yay!
I can't even imagine.
Am I even able to find the bathroom in the middle of the night? I mean, what's the situation like? Is there someplace to go?
Yeah,
we
there's
have
a
a
bathroom.
bathroom.
We're not savages.
Yeah, the house is nice now. Like, we have elevated ourselves over these past 2 years. Like, things are better.
Chip and Joanna Gaines, the tiefling duo, have been here and redone the house.
Things are better for us. They're elevated. The pies are better. There's no crickets. I'm impressed.
The cricket thing has come up a lot. I feel
lot,
like.
a lot.
Statistically speaking.
Yeah.
They're cheap protein, you guys. Things are hard.
First thing in the morning, there is a loud knock on the front door of the house.
I'm already awake because Evelyn wakes up early even when she's exhausted and she's, doing calisthenics and stuff. So she runs to the door and opens it all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Standing out on the porch, there is a tiny lad with a shock of red hair under a jaunty little cap. He has freckles, a little vest, shorts, knee-high socks, a little book satchel, and he says, "Good morning. Is Omin here?"
Well,
no.
Do I hear this?
How did you know that, though?
I'm his new intern.
Oh, no.
Oh, you come in and we'll introduce you to Jenks and Squidly. There's lots of kids to play with. You don't have to work. I mean, you're very young to be an intern, but come here and I'll bring you to Omin.
He steps through the doorway and immediately screams out in pain. Strix, because this is your forbidden spell,
yes!
Go ahead and roll the 5d10 for how much damage he takes trying to step through the doorway.
Yes,
Evelyn's
take
like,
that.
yeah, stranger, come on in.
Just lured him in.
Oh no, I got to figure out how to roll it on Roll20. Hold on.
It's going to be easy peas. You'll see.
You just click on the D20 in the lower left hand, and then you can choose how many of each.
Yeah.
Whoa,
D&D
that's
Beyond
so
makes
easy.
it simple.
With D&D Beyond, it's never been easier.
Okay, it says D10.
5d10.
Ugh.
Radiant damage.
Look at those pretty dice.
Holy shit, really?
29.
Ugh.
That's radiant damage. You know, some people don't have that.
This is
all right. The little boy screams out in pain, stumbles backward, tears streaming down his freckled face. Oh my goodness. Why would you cause me such pain?
Strix, what happened?
Oh, I'm awake now. I'm going to come back.
What happened?
I heard someone.
Yeah, he came in the house and he got all hurt.
That kid's a devil or something. Just.
Are you a devil? Are you masquerading as a kid?
They have to tell you if they're a devil. That's the law.
Yeah.
That's devil law.
It's entrapment if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Before I answer any questions, I must see Sir Omin.
I don't trust that.
No.
For I am here to serve him per his agreement with our great lord.
Which great lord?
Uh-oh. I'm behind Evelyn now, and I'm like, I don't like that term. I don't like the term lord. Who's the lord this time?
Well, and I feel like you're walking in making demands. I'm up off the couch now. I'm standing. I'm upset with this.
I'm still asleep.
You just fucking got here.
Yeah, come on, bro. I've been in here for like a year. I'm not even making demands yet. What do you want?
Bobbie and I expect that the great lord you're speaking about is, of course, the great morning lord Lathander, correct?
I really hate that there's two of you.
The lord that I serve is sometimes called the Morning Star.
No, that's not it.
That's not quite what I said.
Can I do a religion check on that?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Evelyn's gonna do one too.
Like
I'm
Lucifer?
pretty sure.
Yeah, Evelyn.
I got a 21. 21.
So in of course a great bit of religious confusion, Morningstar is a title that sometimes Lathander carries, but it is also a title that is sometimes applied to Asmodeus.
I knew it.
That's Dad. That's hates that name. Evelyn thinks that's stupid.
Dad Medeus, that guy. He's just, you know what? He's just jealous. He's coming back to meddle in our affairs, and somehow Omin might have signed something that did that. Can we see it? Is there a contract? Can we see a copy of this?
Yeah, let us see the paperwork.
Produce the receipts, kid.
I must have the signee present if I'm to produce the contract.
Oh, he's present.
So then, question: if you go back to your boss, without committing the thing that you had to finish, that's on you, not on us. So you better do what we say.
So I'm gonna open my left eye and like look over, like sort of surreptitiously, and then I'll close it and look back down.
Sir, I see you're awake. and the kid's eyes glow red as he says this.
You know, we've had the worst luck with glowing red-eyed children, and it's not your fault, but I'm gonna have to ask you to stay outside for now.
Yeah. Look, I understand. But I'll get up, I'll push my way back, I'll look at the pie that I don't remember defiling on the thing. I'll just everyone else knows. and the pie remembers most of all. And then I will go out to the front door and I will banish this thing.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
All right. What saving throw does this lad have to make?
Let's see. we're looking for my save DC.
Yes.
That is a 16.
And is it wisdom or charisma?
Should be wisdom for me.
No, the
spell.
Absolutely. The lad the intern has to make.
Oh, indeed. Hang on one second.
I can cut all this out. Don't worry about it, man.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
No, it doesn't.
I need to cut it out now.
And there it is. Banishment. Hoo. It feels good. I feel so free. Let's see if they're. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw, which is bad. He sounds very charismatic.
I got a 2.
Ah!
And there is a popping sound in the air, and you just hear him say, "But why, sir?" And he is gone.
Peace, kid.
Yeah.
That child had to be lying, because I know that Omin would certainly not consider Asmodeus his lord. That's ridiculous. Omin is a very pious and good cleric, obviously, right, Omin?
Very, very much so.
I like
the pie pun there. That's
stick.
Nice.
I mean, I've seen him do stuff like in the last hour that
I'm just gonna
I personally found disgusting. And I mean, I can see a lot of shit. So
I say, Strix. My guess is that this young man. I use the term young man very loosely. Imagine that there's a set of elaborate, ornate quotation marks around young man as I said it. Definitely from hell. Is there anything that you can do to double up maybe some of our defenses here?
Just gonna real quick, Omin.
Think about a mega hell situation.
I think I know I've done a lot of work for you in the past, blown up things you've pointed at. That horse thing, but I feel like you might have signed something. Can you tell us? Can you share with the group? I'd like to have a group meeting that maybe you did something, like signed a contract. Trust me, I think my soul is owned by like four different devils at this point. I understand, but we need to know what's going on just in case. Is there anything maybe done something you regret to a dear friend?
Or did the kid drop anything?
He popped out. I mean, there may be a headcanon that we can assert where there are simply 2 tiny shoes on the threshold.
The missing devil child is fine.
There are not tiny shoes. However, the jaunty cap.
Oh boy.
is there on the porch.
Can I just like off the porch? Like it's gone. Just telekinesis. It's off the porch. I don't want any debris there.
Is it gone, or is it just off the porch?
So when you do that, Strix, the little jaunty cap flutters like a leaf when you do it. Like it's.
Do not smoke this, Bobbie.
The weight.
You leave this hat alone.
I just want to see it. I just want to touch it.
I know.
Can I just touch it?
No.
My head is I only have the mohawk and it's hot here.
You don't want.
The sun is beating down on my head. I'm maybe peeling.
There are hats that are okay to have, and then there are hats that are not okay. This is one of the bad hats. And I tisk the hat with an extended finger.
As you tisk it, it flutters in the breeze even after Strix's magic lets go of it. And it flutters over to the wall of the building across the street. And then there is a wet suction cup sound as the cap attaches to the building across the street, and out of its fabric emerges an eye with a cat-like iris and it just looks at you from across the street.
No, I don't.
Do I feel
like
judged?
It's just looking.
Evelyn, can I pull Evelyn aside for a quick second? Evelyn, I need you. Do you remember that like zone of truth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need you to do that to these three. I trust
that's very rude to do to your friends.
It's not. I don't trust. It's like Jim's being weird. Omin's being weird. Bobbie's nice. You don't have to do it to Bobbie. It's not his fault. He seems fine. He likes cheese. I like cheese. That's fine.
That's something we share.
That's something we share. Yeah, we're equal. I do not trust what's happening here. So I need you to cast that, and then maybe like we can just ask them some questions while I give them some pies or something.
Well, see, the problem is that technically I don't have Zone of Truth today. Unless maybe I just thought of it yesterday and didn't realize it, and the DM thinks that's fun.
You gotta go upstairs. You got to set up your your personal shrine real quick.
Sometimes I really would have appreciated you studying up on that. That's okay.
During
and
their
I'm also
conversation,
finding out that I don't have as many spells prepared as I could. This character sheet is disastrous. I'm sorry. I definitely have a spell slot where I could prepare Zone of Truth.
Then if you do not have all of your spells prepared, I will allow one of those prepared spells to be Zone of Truth.
Oh, actually, I lied. I don't have a slot. So no, I can't today.
Right.
Tomorrow. Well, I would like to say that Lathander has failed you. And I'm going to go continue to talk to everyone else.
While they're talking, I'm getting the pie. I'm eating a piece, and I'm offering pie to Jim and Omin.
Yeah, what Evelyn hears when Strix says Lathander has failed you is she hears you have failed Lathander, and that cuts real deep.
No!
Cuts real deep.
That's not what I said!
That's what she hears.
Don't you dare internalize this. That's your anxiety. We've all been to therapy.
You need to wake up Jim to offer him the pie. Even I think he's just been asleep.
He's still asleep. He's still in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Strix will throw a cheese pie at him.
Yeah,
in the sleeping bag,
all curled up like a little worm in his cocoon.
Well, I offer Omin some pie.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I will bring the offered pie with me over to Jim's silken cocoon, and I'll pop the top on that thing.
It unzips.
Say it's not Strix, so
thank God.
That's something to celebrate. And then also too, here is a pie that I made.
Is this a cheese pie?
Yes, with whatever that leaf is. I don't know. Strix doesn't care. Someone told her it was edible.
All right.
I think it is I think that it is an edible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will have my piece of cheese pie in the morning.
Nice. The AM.
Everybody just getting up? Anything happened yet?
No teeth brushing. No.
Am I the first one up?
Bobbie, did you eat any of the cheese pie?
I did. I ate a piece.
All right. So Bobbie and Jim, I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I can do that. Oh no. The total is 7.
As Jim takes a bite, his eyes dilate like crazy, and he just goes,
"This is incredible cheese." Strix, I know I hate you, but this is incredible.
I know. I openly laugh at him.
Jim, you are now convinced that you are a caterpillar and that the sleeping bag that you are inside is an extension of your body. And so,
but it's fine, right? It's like it isn't weird. You're just a caterpillar, and you finally figured it out.
You guys, if I get a little bit more nourishment, I'm gonna be ready to bust out of here. It's gonna be awesome.
Now, until this effect ends, you're gonna have to move at half speed because you're convinced you do not have feet, but that you have to slither around in your sleeping bag.
Yeah.
But you also, as the magic tingling of the leaf races through your whole body, you gain 7 temporary hit points. Wow. So these are on top of your regular hit points.
Half my health.
That's pretty sick.
Wizard tier.
I rolled a 3.
All right, Bobbie. So first off, you also have that tingle all over. You get 9 temporary hit points. Again, these sit on top of your normal hit points. And you are absolutely convinced that you and the sofa that you slept on are one and the same being.
Couch lock, I warned you about this.
Let's go.
And so,
how big is this couch?
This sofa seats 3 people, and you're convinced that you are attached to it by your butt and also your lower back.
Oh, the lumbar.
This attachment is so comfortable. Possibly the most comfortable thing you have ever experienced. If you want to move, your speed is only 5 feet. Because you're going to have to try to drag the sofa with you until this effect ends.
How much does the sofa weigh?
You want to try to make a strength check to haul it around?
I would love to.
I can just imagine he's like wingspanning it and grabbing the back.
This is anime as hell.
Yeah.
That is a 18.
All right. You are able to lift the sofa, and you will be able to move at half speed like Jim. But you will be doing it sort of lugging the sofa around.
So you have it on my sideways for the door.
That's
Just
not
imagining I have it
how people
my
use that, but okay.
And we're really
it's
wondering.
on my shoulders with my arms over top of it, so it's like a straight line across my back.
We're legit wondering why AI was taken over. Like, are you seeing it?
I'm just
happening here?
inching across the ground.
Are you
My
seeing
bones
this?
will be strong enough.
I mean, like, we have bad things happen to us, but this is like,
Yeah,
So-
this is bad.
yeah.
So as Sofa Jim,
Caterpillar?
Sofa Bobbie wobbles across the floor and Caterpillar Jim slithers across it, you all hear a metallic clumping across the cobblestones outside the front door, which is still wide open. And there is also still that jaunty cap
I'm going to
with
talk
the
to the
strange eye looking at you from across the street, and you see an android approaching. It is clad in gold. It has a large ruby in its chest, and right in the center of its forehead there is a silver Acquisitions Incorporated symbol, and it is walking straight toward the front door.
I would like to close the door.
As you're closing, the android raises its arm and says, "Hello, I request a few moments of your time."
Nope. Still close the door.
No solicitors.
Nope. Close the door.
It's a private residence.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
get out.
We already voted.
We filled out the census yesterday.
You hear the metallic clumping continuing to grow closer. Then you hear it step onto the wooden porch, and then there is knock, knock, knock on the front door. "Hello. I request a few moments of your time, fellow Acquisitions Incorporated employees."
Yeah, I say, look, this is just one of my robots, obviously. Let me go work this out of earshot. And so I'll go to the front door, and I'll just put a hand on its shoulder and say, let's just have this conversation over here. Maybe
hello.
30 hello. Maybe
Are
30
you-
feet.
You are
this way.
an Omin Dran, are you not?
Absolutely.
And I see.
Did anybody else hear him say "an Omin Dran"?
Mm-hmm. It's probably just a malfunction.
Did I hear that?
Those you can't expect androids to get grammar right, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also see that you appear to be a caterpillar version of Jim Darkmagic.
Well, that's very astute of you. Yes, this is not my final form.
Sure is.
I see.
No, it's not. I'm going to have beautiful wings. Silken wings.
2 sometime Acquisitions Incorporated employees
Well, technically, I'm
Evelyn
more like a
Marthain,
contractor.
and Strix. I am Pip, a human resources bot of Acquisitions Incorporated, a wholly owned subsidiary of Dran Enterprises. I am here to inform you, you will relinquish all company personnel and property for a thorough performance evaluation. If you do not comply, within 6 seconds, you will be subject to an immediate performance improvement plan.
Ooh. Don't like that.
6, 5.
I say absolutely.
4.
Oh, no.
See, do we just fill the documents out on your back? Just turn around. I'll just do it. It seems like a rigid surface.
Oh, wow. It seems like Omen's done this a couple of times. Have you signed anyone's body recently, Omen?
Strix, listen. So this is, I mean, you have to understand, like, this is sort of like a, it's like a secret boss sort of thing where, you know, I am there, but it's like, I'm basically testing out a lot of the processes and stuff that, you know, new employees and new interns. I realized ultimately that I was too separated from the day-to-day operations of the company. And ultimately it had to be a situation where it's like, you know, would I be someone that this company hired? Like, am I good enough, or am I only where I'm at just because I happened to be there when it started, just an accident in history? So I would like to invite everyone here to join me on this excursion. This is an opportunity, I think, to make things better for interns in the future.
Jeremy?
And
do I have any indication? You mentioned a jewel in the center of this robot.
Yes.
Tell me about that jewel. Does it seem to be driving it? What do I know about robots? I don't know anything about them.
As you look very carefully at that jewel, there is a very faint swirling light inside it. And you guess that it might be the magic that is empowering it.
I'm going to make a split-second decision. If I see a swirly gem, I just assume it's powering the shit that it's attached to. Can I use catapult? Would you agree that it's being worn by the robot? And I just want to launch it off of him. I just want to fire it off of him like a catapult. I want to catapult it off.
All right.
Says anything being carried or worn?
You're a caterpillar.
I will count it as being worn. So what's the roll?
It's a dex save, and it's a 16.
Ooh. That's not bad.
I got 15.
Ooh. Auspicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I imagine it just fires straight out.
All right, so as you do this, now Omin is right in front of the android. So are you launching it?
Yes, it does launch with
lethal force.
It does launch with lethal force. It does 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
So go ahead.
I mean, that's at the bottom of the there's a whole lot to read.
So you're gonna kick out 3d8. Or I guess you're gonna try to strike me, right?
I'm gonna let you, Omin, also make a dexterity saving throw against Jim's save DC of 16.
Comes in complaining about our house being shoddy, then throws rocks around in it.
Right?
Like,
I know.
jewels,
There's no
magic
respect
jewels.
here.
Magic jewels. I got a 4. If that helps at all.
Jim, how much damage do you deal to Omin?
I'm rolling him now.
Evelyn, why'd you bring these people here?
I think you work for them.
Honestly, that could have been worse. One of those was a 1. So
I'm giggling hysterically at this.
As you launch this crystal off of the humanoid resources bot, it starts to power down, and then deep inside its shell, you hear a klaxon noise.
Oh no, not again.
And a gas, a greenish gas begins to emit from its eyes and its mouth slit, and actually from its wrists and around its ankles.
And all the seals.
And this gas begins to fill the pie shop. And as the gas starts to waft over the furniture and the pies,
oh no, the loss.
The sofa begins to move, and 6 of the pies also suddenly start levitating up into the air.
Haunted pies?
And the Acquisitions Incorporated symbol on its forehead starts flashing rapidly. And then it just clatters onto the ground. I need you all to roll initiative as the sofa that Bobbie is holding on to and the pies get ready to attack.
Oh.
What the hell? Here, so I got a 15 for you.
14 from Evelyn.
19 for Strix.
And what about Bobbie and Jim?
17 for Jim.
Bobbie?
I lost audio for Bobbie.
11, sorry.
11, all right. And that's a perfect time for us to take a quick break.
Oh, dang.
Strix, you're going to go first. And what you see here in your house, that it feels like just yesterday that you got it into such nice shape.
We worked really hard.
The sofa that Bobbie thinks is a part of his body, its little feet have actually started to move like little feet.
I know this business.
Cute. And the 6 pies that were animated by this strange green gas have actually started to lift into the air and hover, coming toward you, almost as if like someone had thrown a bladed disc at you, but they're moving very slowly, and you're going to get to go first.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic on the sofa first.
All right. And I'm going to need you to make an ability check.
Okay.
And let's see, you're a sorcerer, so this would be a charisma check.
Alrighty. So that's a 26.
Okay.
All right. Bobbie,
it's fine.
Your 4 new feet on the sofa suddenly stop moving. And the sofa is back to normal. Jim, what do you do?
So these pies are coming, but they're not. They don't seem like they're coming at a dangerous speed. They're just sort of.
They are spinning, and you also see that as they move ever so slowly toward each of you, that they tilt at sort of an angle. You can see the top of the pie. And Strix did a wonderful job with
they're just lovely.
Yeah.
They are lovely. But you
just
see
thatched lattice.
You see the center of each one is opening up, and little mouth is forming in the middle of the pie.
Nope.
Okay.
That's the opposite of a pie.
Yeah, it's happened before.
In my head, I was thinking they were like thrown like a, something like a weapon, but no, these are like creatures.
I got it.
Okay.
Dispel
And
magic.
there's how many pies?
6.
Oh, that's a lot of pies. Okay, well, I'm not gonna dispel the magic.
I'm gonna dispel it.
No,
I know what I'm doing.
That's the amateur way out.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna attack this magic with magic of my own.
All right.
My magic's stronger. I trust my magic.
Sure. I already fixed my problem.
Jim's magic missile. I'm gonna at least go after 3 of these pies.
All right, how much damage do you do to those 3?
It's not gonna be a lot. 1, 2, 3. Roll. God, that's 4 plus 7. 7 damage.
7 to each of them.
Yep.
A strange gurgly sound of pain comes from that mouth that's opening up on those 3 pies, but they survive the hit of your magic.
I don't know how that's possible.
Oh, that's weird.
We're dealing with something incredibly powerful here.
Omin, what do you do?
I have no idea.
Be careful.
I feel like this has gone awry.
What makes you say that?
I think I'm gonna leave.
What?
I'm gonna leave and go talk to this eye hat.
Our fearful leader.
just leaves.
I'll say, I'll be back in a second, and then I'm just gonna leave. Just push what's left of the robot down, and head over to the eye and the hat, and I'm gonna say, "Eye hat, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot."
The eye, which has been unblinking until now, suddenly blinks, and you hear in your mind, Omin Dran.
Oh no!
You got him. Don't wear it out.
And for the rest of you, everything is happening super fast. You see Omin run out the door, straight as an arrow across the street to the hat. But now, Omin, suddenly for you, time slows down.
Oh.
You and I, Omin, made an agreement. And as you hear the voice of Asmodeus, you see a spectral outline of him form from the cap down, as if he were wearing the cap, and the cap even positions itself on the wall to accommodate his spectral head.
I hate it.
We agreed that you would allow my agent to explore the franchising opportunities and the pursuit of profit that you are so expert within your Acquisitions Incorporated.
All right. Listen, so is part of that getting the organization acquired by my sister? Is that, because I feel like this is a weird way to do it. Omin looks around, even though there's no one there to back his rhetorical play. He looks left and right as though there is a chorus of supporters ready to agree with him. Like, am I right? Am I right, huh?
Acquiring, or rather reacquiring your own company would be a great lesson for the intern I sent for you, especially if you execute that reacquisition with great fury and blood.
I say, now, I want to be mad, Asmodeus. I want to be mad, but I like the cut of your hellish jib. That actually makes a lot more sense. I wish I hadn't discarded him so quickly. Hopefully that's something that we can work toward, but also, if you think about it, maybe that's an important lesson for him to learn.
He has already learned a lesson, and will be able to return by means of this cap. I would even allow you to wear this cap, which could imbue you with some of the infernal power that the intern possesses. However, to wear this cap, I would demand at least 9% more of your soul.
It's like I knew it was 9. It's like I knew that it was 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Does that help at all? What about 3%? How does
counter. Good counter.
Is that you see what I mean? Like math wise, like
strong, yeah.
It's all sort of 3 is 9 if you think about it.
I demand 9. Although I appreciate, and at this point, almost like a hologram reaching off camera, reaches off, the spectral presence's hand vanishes and then sort of comes back into view, holding what looks like a martini glass. Sips.
Nice.
Okay, so Omin is doing the mental math. So he's like, well, that'll take me to what? 36%? It's not a controlling stake. And I grab the hat and just set it jaunty right up top.
What does this cap look like?
Gross.
It's
the Newsies.
It looks like a little Newsies hat.
Oh my god. With an eye?
Get up. That sounds amazing.
Is the eye still there?
Yeah. It's the kind you'd get at a secondhand store.
And the
eye, it's raspberry colored?
The eye is still on the top of the cap, and as you put it on, Omin, you have this jarring jolt that goes through your whole body, and you realize you are now also looking upward through the eye on the top of the cap. You now have a third eye.
Ew!
And the specter of Asmodeus before you vanishes, but you still hear his voice, now just in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how I love doing business with you, Omin Dran. With this cap...
Ivy wed?
You
don't make a promise you can't keep, buddy.
That is a very different kind of bargain. One I do not think you are ready for yet. Once we get to 99% of your soul, then we can discuss an eternal bond. But until that time, you have work to do for me. With this cap, you will be able to summon little team. That's the intern.
Team?
Team.
Mm-hmm.
How's that spelled?
T-E-A-M, Omin, because I know you wondered. How is that spelled?
Team, oh boy. All right. It's like,
or you know, any devil is legion.
Oh, I knew it immediately. I grew up in church. So, but while he's telling me this, obviously it's very important. What Omin is trying to do is he's trying to figure out how to blink the eye on top of the cap without blinking his own eyes. And it's not working. Like there's a lot of like double blinks and then like winks basically. I'm trying to, because it's very distracting to look up, although I assume that'll be handy at some point.
You hear Asmodeus's voice fading, and as it fades away, it says, when you have time to rest, you might yet learn how to send that eye to far off places and see things that are meant to be kept secret. For it can leave the cap and allow you to gather information that you can use in your great crusade, your bloody crusade to take back your company.
I said, Omin just thinks to himself, he's like, I think this is going to go my way.
And then time resumes for everybody else. Evelyn, what do you do?
Well, you know what you do with pies? You cut them. So I'm gonna use a battle axe to do that because why not?
I'm like, no, my pies.
So I'm gonna roll.
You stand between. No, not like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
With my special battle axe, I rolled an 18.
You just hit the pie. The pie in the air tries to bob away from you, but you manage to slice into it right as it was about to fully dodge the blow. How much damage do you do? And this is to one of the ones that Jim harmed with his magic missile.
All right, so I'm using this two-handed right now, so that's a D10 plus 4. So that's going to be 14 plus... sorry, this is hard because it's a custom item. 2d6 radiant damage if it is a fiend or undead.
Is it? Not. No.
Okay. Plus improved divine smite. So I get 1d8 extra damage. 6. So 20 total radiant.
With that much damage, you not only kill this Marionberry pie, but the pie...
Marionberry.
But the Marionberry pie explodes all over everyone in the room. And so Bobbie, Evelyn, Strix, and Caterpillar Jim, you are now all covered with Marionberries and wonderfully flaky crust.
Nice.
I'm like, Evelyn, I picked these myself.
I have a second attack.
Oh yeah, I know it's coming.
My God.
We've played this game before.
So strong.
So you want to go for the lemon meringue pie?
Yeah, that one I like less, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut for that one. The Marionberry,
That one's more work.
Not this one.
All right, I roll 17.
It manages to dodge just out of the way, but
It's a dexterous
Strix,
pie.
you feel slightly embarrassed because as it dodges out of the way, you saw that there was a bit too much separation and some of the meringue slides off the lemon filling.
So wow. No, it's so scrummy.
Bobbie, what do you do?
How many pies are left?
There are 5 more pies.
5 more pies. From where I'm standing, which I assume is the living room, I assume there's like an open doorway or open area to the kitchen.
Yes.
So am I able to see whatever these pies were cooked in, be it a stove, a kiln?
So the kitchen is around behind a counter and through a pantry, so you can't actually see fully into the kitchen from here.
Gotcha. Okay. And the pies are in the same room with us. They're not like crossing the threshold. Okay.
Nope, they're right there, and because you were basically sleeping in the pie shop.
Got you. So can I now take this couch and use it as a baseball bat to swing at all the pies?
It's so wide.
It's so huge.
So you can do it, but remember, you think the sofa is an extension of your own butt.
That's only going to help. I think that's advantage.
So I know that I've just eaten. And so I would also, in my mind, I'm seeing it as I'm swinging part of my body because I am very much reckless abandon, but I'm also trying to like release what's in I'm trying to release my bowels at the same time on them. That's my thought process in the attack.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to swing it at them.
There are creatures that do that.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
that's the logic for using my butt as a weapon.
You can do it, but after you do this, I'm going to also require a Constitution saving throw.
I figured that.
But
I figured
first, go ahead and do the attack. Do you want to enrage?
I was thinking, I feel like I can hit them all, but
I'll
rage. The butt is raged.
All right.
Rage butt coming at you.
A sentence I did not expect to hear.
No, it's brand new. It's never happened before.
Okay, so that's I rolled a 15.
You miss with your rage butt.
But is that a strength check?
Now you can reckless attack and do that attack with advantage.
Yes, that's what I'm going for.
All right.
This is about the most reckless attack.
All right, so roll that d20 again.
Cool. That's a 7. That's cool too. That's fine.
I think you have more than one attack though.
Yeah.
And I'm swinging again. Here we go. And roll it. Even better, a 6.
Is that better?
I never roll well. That's fine.
Now, because you're reckless attacking, you can roll a second time on this one too.
And that's exactly what I'm setting up to do already. And here we go, rolling it again. And that's great 5? Because that's even better. It's a 9. It's moving up. It's moving up now.
All right.
Progress.
So as you attack with your rage butt,
swinging.
and as you described, trying to release your bowels, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow, this is terrible.
I really, I like to take risk. I like to take risks. Okay.
Please not in our house.
Is this the most reckless attack of all time? Like, dude, Strix, think about it like this. Can you imagine? It's like the whole time, like you finally got shit ready to go. You finally did dial it in.
And Jim
now,
barfed on our lawn already.
I know. Now there's already vomit.
Yeah, but no one shit inside is what I'm saying.
You're right.
So,
I think someone did.
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Bobbie, you have that really terrible feeling.
No.
As you realize.
My Constitution 16, does that help though?
Yeah, so you can add your Constitution modifier, but that's not going to help you if you roll a 3.
Okay.
So
that's fine then.
There is no sound, but Bobbie, you just shat the sofa.
Wow.
Well.
All right.
I just kind of, as I recklessly swing and crap my pants at the same time, I immediately, once I feel that I've expelled my bowels, I stop
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
kind of like
that's when you stop. That's
back
when you
up.
stop. Yes.
So I try to get my back against a wall and just wide eyes and just kind of stop moving.
Can I make a perception check?
I don't think you have
See
to.
if I noticed him poop his pants.
Yes. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jim.
Do I just smell it?
No, you know.
Like
You know immediately.
Strix,
I think,
Strix,
like,
what's your
7.
passive perception?
No, don't find out.
it's 11.
So's mine.
Omin,
too
what's
low.
yours?
It's too low.
Well, I think I'm still outside.
Oh, but you're out on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing your
Jim,
weird hat.
Jim, what's your
My
total?
cool hat.
Where do you see your passive perception?
It's over on the left side.
Oh, 14.
Okay. So no one else detects
Oh, wait, no,
it.
that's passive int.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to investigate him?
Mine's a 17.
I show passive perception 11.
So Bobbie definitely looks uncomfortable, but Bobbie, for now, your secret is safe.
Oh, good.
But what I like is that Bobbie sort of backed him up against a wall, like as though it were a defensive position. Like there's a reason we can
notices, yeah.
There's a mathematics we can leverage here for sure.
As I walk backwards, my legs are like a little open, like I've been riding a horse, and I'm trying to make it just seem normal. But I've got this couch on me too.
Great.
All right,
Welcome back, Holly.
It's great.
It's good to have you.
The pies go. Right, so Evelyn, two of the pies fly at you. One got a natural 1, and the other one got a whopping 10 to hit.
I'm smacking those pies like flies.
With the flat
Fly
end
pies.
of the blade.
Get out of here. It's a pie swatter.
Two of them come
good
after
pun.
you, Bobbie. Now, they have advantage to hit you because of your reckless attack.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, does a 19 hit you?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, so they both managed to hit you. And so you get munched by a lemon meringue pie and a blueberry pie, and you take 12 acid
Holy
damage
shit.
as the pie's filling turns acidic and burns your flesh.
Digest you. Digested
get
by
you.
a pie.
Where did they bite me?
On your shoulders.
Dang, okay.
Strix, one of them comes for you. Actually, the only remaining one comes for you, but gets, let's see, does a 16 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
You take 6 acid damage as the filling also burns your flesh.
I'm really
Strix,
upset about that because I worked really hard on this filling and I don't know why it's acidic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And as you're wondering that, it's your turn.
Check the recipe.
All right. Well, I'm pissed. Like, these are my pies. No one touches this. I mean, they do. Everything's ruined. But I think I'm going to Well, I don't know.
What's the
Jim
plan?
seemed like he wanted to use force, and I feel like in my subtlety I've upset him. So I'm going to continue doing dispel magic.
Wow. One pie at a time.
Yeah. I was like,
And do you want to dispel one of the injured pies or one of the pies with full health?
the pies with full health would be lovely.
All right. Go ahead
And I'm going to twin spell it with my sorcery points. I'm going to cast it.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at her.
Look at her, Jim.
Powerful magic.
I'm not going to. You can't make me.
Caterpillar
you can't
Jim
because you're a
covers his face with a
caterpillar.
sleeping bag. Can't
Yeah.
see
You
it.
got your little caterpillar face in there.
Well, no, it's just like you just wait till I molt.
Someday I'm gonna have beautiful gossamer wings, like stained glass. Then you'll be sorry.
It's gonna be gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll be beautiful. I'll be stunning.
Yeah. I technically get wings at level 14, so.
I'm trying to push wings out. Ugh.
Oh no, please don't poop your caterpillar blanket.
Pushing as hard as I can.
We don't need this again.
Just hunched like shamefully in the
Shaking in the corner.
For the love of the gods, don't poop the caterpillar blanket.
another wholly original sentence, by the way.
Any wings out. Jeremy.
Strix, first I need you to make a charisma check.
All right.
To see if you succeed at 2 charisma checks to see if you succeed at dispelling these 2 pies.
Okay, first one is 23.
Oh yes, it smashes to the ground.
The second one is 21.
It also smashes to the ground.
Nice. I'm just like, oh.
So there are 3 pies remaining. Caterpillar Jim, what do you do?
It looks great.
Strix is like, oh yes,
I'm standing there. I'm just standing there, smelling bad, looking disheveled. But my magic is just so functional.
I don't even have. I mean, Jim doesn't even roll with dispel magic.
Honestly, fundamentally opposed to it.
I don't have it. The answer is always more magic,
right?
Not less.
I mean, that's fair.
How many pies? I'm sorry, Jeremy.
There are 3 pies hovering in the air.
Damaged pies?
I know a missile that will hit 3 targets.
Unerringly?
Yes. So if I do 1, 2, 3. So that total. Oh, so 4, 5, and 2 were my rolls. These are not great rolls, I recognize.
Better than mine.
So all 3 of those pies are now injured, but they are still hovering in the air alive.
To be fair, I was really focused on these wings. I'm putting like 99% effort into just popping out a couple beautiful wings.
And then a little bit of magic.
So you are focusing the pressure you're applying on yourself on your back, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to make beautiful butterfly wings emerge.
Okay, that's an important detail.
Oh boy.
Omin.
Is it?
Yes. Omin, outside is as you now have the infernal cap on your head, and you're looking back toward Troll Skull Manor through the door where these pies are floating around and menacing your friends. You see that the HR bot, that blinking Acq Inc. symbol on its forehead, has suddenly stopped blinking. And as you see that with your 2 regular eyes, your infernal eye that is pointed upward toward the sky notices right as that blinking stops, a shadow comes into view from behind the buildings, and you see that the thing approaching and starting a descent course toward the area in front of the manor is a mechanical beholder.
Oh boy.
Really?
You know, you had to insult our house, and then you had to rain destruction down upon it.
I don't think this house is making it out of this adventure.
We've rebuilt from worse.
It's true.
Well, you don't know that yet.
I guess that's true.
Why didn't you just leave them in the hells? I mean, it seems like they like it there better.
So a mechanical beholder. Do I recognize its make?
It is one of yours.
Interesting. Who's in? So I'll just flag it down. During my turn. Is this not the most Omin move of all time?
Just like snap it.
No, I 2 fingers like this way, and then I snap, and then I point at the street.
It continues its descent. Evelyn, what do you do? And Evelyn, you now see out through the door, you see a large shadow appearing on the cobblestone streets. So obviously something in the sky is approaching.
But I see Omin going like,
yes.
So I assume this is an ally, and he's got it under control.
Exactly right. Well done.
So I am going to continue fighting the threat, which is
baked
goods. Exactly. Yes. So I will continue to chop them with my battle axe. The first attack will be 16, which I know will not hit.
These are very dexterous pies.
They're shocking.
That if you tasted them, they would have been tasty, but no one did. They started attacking.
And the second roll is even worse. I got a 12. Very annoyed.
There is sort of a lovely dance, though, that as you try to slice a piece of pie and they twirl around you, there's almost a beautiful choreography.
It's like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon situation, but with Marionberry splatters and a fallen meringue.
Exactly.
A fallen meringue gives it the proper gravity.
Yeah.
Bobbie?
Both pies are still on me because I got bit by 2 of them, so they're still close to me. Yes. Okay.
Yes. And Bobbie, they each in on one side of their horrific mouth, there's sort of a wrinkle movement, almost like a nose scrunching up. The pies know.
They know about the
pies. The pies
Considering-
are shaming him.
Judged by pies.
Oh, my
I'm
pies don't judge anyone.
extremely embarrassed, and now that I know that the enemy knows, I feel shocked. Is there any way that I could almost as if I'm feigning defeat, I simply place my arms out to wait for an opportunity attack, to then grab the pies and smush them together when they begin to move?
Oh, that's a classic Bobbie move.
So you could definitely ready your action to do that attack as soon as they act.
Yes.
But before it gets to their turn and you get to do that, it is the mechanical beholder's turn.
Perfect. I've been waiting for this. This is going to be great. It'll be able to resolve some of these issues.
And as it descends, several of the lights on the outside begin flashing, and there is a greenish beam that launches from the mechanical beholder right at you, Omin, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's one of the worst beams.
Green beam.
No. Green beam. Well, yeah, but it's like you can't be as happy about it. It's like green beam. Constitution saving throw? That's my best one. Here we go.
It's the bad beam.
It might not be the
17.
beam you think. You manage to avoid it. And
what happens to anything it touches?
So the beam hits some flowers out in front of the house, and they are not disintegrated as you thought. Instead, they wilt.
Oh. Evelyn's beautiful flowers that I didn't plant.
My peonies.
And as it descends, little thrusters launch out to slow its descent, and those thrusters emit green flame.
Green flame.
Great, an excellent emote opportunity right there.
Yes. Do that at home.
Yeah.
Say it.
Bobbie?
I expect everyone to say it out loud at home together in chorus.
Or alone.
Yeah.
Just say it alone to yourself.
With your cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bobbie,
yes.
the two pies next to you spring into action, so you get to launch your attack at them. Okay. And I am going to give you advantage on this without you having to reckless attack, because these pies did not expect this.
Oh no, these pies, they don't know who they're fucking with. You know what I mean?
They don't know.
They can't know.
So the first roll, it was a 2. Get the bad one out of the way. And then we roll a 14.
So
to grab
close.
and smash. 14 to grab and smash.
Wow.
But I'm so strong. If I added my strength to that, it'd be a 19.
Yes, he is so strong.
I'm so strong.
He's incredibly strong, actually.
And I'm embarrassed. So I'm trying to, I'm trying to get it back.
Got that adrenaline. Yeah, the shame adrenaline.
So to everyone else, Bobbie, who still has this very concerned look on his face.
Yeah, a lot of consternation.
Just sort of slams his hands together and just claps.
Just clapping.
It's a little early for applause, Bobbie.
We got this.
But thank you.
This is who we are. This is what we trained for.
Let's go, guys. You guys are killing it out there. I appreciate everything. I'm just cheering you on.
Now, Bobbie, the two pies are so confused. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for them. So they both miss you. The pie in the other part of the room descends Jim to try to get a taste of caterpillar.
No.
Ew.
It's 19 to hit.
Oh, it's going after that worm.
Now, normally yes, but I'm still zipped up in my right. I mean, the cocoon offers, I would say, at least 8. Number 8 or no. All right. +8 from the. I don't get it. All right.
No, you might have been able to talk me into half cover, but that would only give you +2.
No, I need a lot more than that. It gets through my cocoon.
All right, you take 6 acid damage.
Oh man, I don't like that.
And you know Strix made these pies too. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, insult to injury.
So insulting.
Why am I not surprised that these pies are killing me, Strix?
Strix, it's now your turn, and you can all see this mechanical beholder now hovering over the street outside. And there appear to be, because you can see through the central eye, which is a large porthole, you can see there are several figures inside the mechanical beholder, and you did just see that it launched a beam in Omin's direction.
Right.
What do you do, Strix?
Well, I'm suddenly less worried about the pies.
The pies?
That seems like less of a problem than this. So I think what I'm going to do is cast telekinesis on this beholder to try and smash it against the wall across from me.
Nice.
It's like, ah!
So strong.
All right, what kind of roll does it need to make?
So for telekinesis, it's if I do it on a creature, you can try and move a huge or smaller creature, make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, contested by the creature's strength. So I'm going to do a charisma check versus its strength.
So this actually isn't a creature. This is a huge object.
Oh, so for an object, you can try and move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If the object isn't being worn or carried, you automatically move it up to 30 feet in any direction.
There's an interesting little wedge here.
Yeah.
So let's see. I am going to let it make a saving throw because there are people inside it steering.
That makes sense.
And so they're going to resist it.
Right.
So because a vehicle is actually like a bunch of objects welded
with
together.
Creatures.
Yeah, so let's treat this as a creature.
That's very well put.
I always try to find these fun little spells that I can like.
You know what the truth is, Strix? That's actually what Jim does also.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
But
there's similarities?
The mechanical beholder got a 19.
All right. So I'll do a charisma. Oh no! I only got an 11. Oh, I rolled real bad.
So there is sort of a shake in the air as you try to grab hold of it with your telekinesis, but it resists.
Oh,
Jim.
I'm not strong enough, but I don't say that out loud because it would be embarrassing.
I think I see what you were trying to do there, Strix, and I don't hate it.
No, yeah, you know.
Wow, reconciliation.
Yeah.
It's happening in our lifetimes.
I'm going to use animate object. You were trying to turn it into a living creature, right?
No, I was trying to smash it against a wall.
That's not what I'm doing. I use animate object.
Oh my god, this is the weirdest fucking play.
But I want to.
Great.
I want to turn it into a creature.
I hate that.
Oh, can you imagine what it would be like to be inside that fucking thing?
It turns into a biological beholder.
Oh, yeah.
Each target animated becomes a creature under your control until the spell ends, or until reduced to 0 hit.
This is great.
This is vile.
All right.
So
and the spell even lets you use it on something that is huge.
No.
Yeah. So is what I'm seeing though that the save says Dex 6? Oh no, those are its stats. What does it have to roll?
A thing.
So again, this is an unusual case because normally animate objects would only be able to animate like discrete objects like a fork or a plate.
Right.
But I am going to actually allow you to attempt this, but I'm going to let the drivers try to resist this spell by making a wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is easy for me to find, Jeremy, and I'm going to give it to you in just a second. It's front and center here. I think it's 16.
16. Yeah. Oof. 2.
No!
This is so gross.
So the wheel just starts to get soft in his hand.
Oh god!
It does.
Oh man, Mike always with these amazing like creative uses of spells that are just so weird.
So this thing is basically gonna turn into flesh or something flesh-like. All the inside, all the buttons are now eyes and other living things, and it's just gonna
with
flop
liquid
on the ground.
Well, or wouldn't it just like the insides of a beholder form and like squish the pilots inside?
Turn to organs.
Well, and you'd
lungs,
animate it so you'd be in control of it now.
Yeah, this is so weird.
So you could eject the people inside if you wanted
Jeremy,
to.
what happens?
They get crushed and die.
So the animate object spell now gives you, Jin, the stats for a huge object that you've animated. So those are now the stats of this momentarily living mechanical beholder. And as a bonus action, you can give it a mental command if it's within 500 feet of you, and it is. Yeah. So you get to decide now what it does.
Are there any pies left?
There are 3 pies.
I would like to have one of these tentacles just give a beam right out at these pies. It's +8 to hit. So how do let's see, I'll just roll a d20.
Exactly. Add that 8.
And in my head, because I'm good at math, add 17 and 8 together.
Yeah. Equaling 25.
Equaling 25. You got it just a second before I did.
You hit easily.
Okay.
Wild.
And the damage is 2d12 plus 4.
Nice.
So a d12 is that one. So that is 9 plus 4, 13.
The pie explodes.
Yes.
Nice.
Fuck that pie.
I hated that pie.
Was it the blueberry?
No, this one was the strawberry rhubarb pie.
Oh,
well, it's a loss.
Another tasty one.
It's out.
Yeah, I snuck a couple crickets in that one.
Somewhere else in Waterdeep, Vi sheds a tear.
Oh.
Jeremy, I have a question. It says I can control it up to a minute based on my concentration, but at the end of that minute, does it turn back into a beholder full of goo?
At that point it turns back into the object that it was before.
Right. Okay.
At that point, their nightmare is over.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
Omin,
I wonder if they survive it.
What do you do?
So it has turned one of its eye stalks inside the house. It's annihilated a pie. I think I'd like to send a guiding bolt right in through its iris toward the creatures inside.
All right, do it. Now they do have some cover.
Absolutely. Hopefully a 19 will deliver real results.
Dang.
You hit.
Yes. Right. Well, here comes the radiant damage. That's 14. So it hits that weird. You've transformed like the glow, like the portal of this thing into some kind of gross iris.
Yeah, real eye.
Yeah, and now beams of radiant light are refracting inside this. This is the worst 6 seconds they've ever experienced.
And there is a scream from inside as this divine radiance goes in, and you also hear a voice inside yell, "Shut it!" to whoever was screaming.
Yeah.
And Omin, that voice that says "shut it,"
yeah,
sounds awfully like your voice.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Evelyn, what do you do?
With my passive perception being 11, do I now know what's going on outside with the beholder?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And because you can see Caterpillar Jim, with his hand out, as magic is swirling around his hand, and the same sort of magic is swirling around the beholder. So it looks like Jim is now controlling it.
Also, I make eye contact with everyone to make sure you all know that I'm doing it.
He did also.
I see.
He demolished one of the pies too. So,
there are 2 more pies.
The lemon and the blueberry, right? Okay, those are my least favorite. So I have little to no reticence.
Oh yeah, no, like there's no remorse, no mercy for these pies.
None at all. So when you got a battle axe like Lightfall, you got to keep using a battle axe like Lightfall. So I roll a 20 there.
You hit.
And in that case, I will do D10 plus 4, which will be 13, plus, where is it? Plus my improved divine smite, which will be an additional 8. So 21. And I think that's it. Radiant damage.
The blueberry pie is destroyed.
I wasn't fond of that recipe.
It's the least of the berries, honestly, when it comes to pie.
It's a little acidic.
The chickens
And then my
like them.
second attack will be, my second attack is a 27, which I think will probably hit.
Oh yes.
Okay, great.
See.
And that will do 8 plus 4 is 12 plus what did I say? Oh, a D8. 12 plus 5 is 17 radiant damage to that one.
Now you were so accurate with this attack that you make several swipes with your axe and the pie lands on the floor perfectly cut into slices.
Evelyn had something to prove after missing the 2 pies last time.
Yeah.
So she really had to show her accuracy with the battle axe this time.
She had to dish up the Kenshin type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've practiced this a few times anyway.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably Strix will launch the pies that don't turn out well, like clay pigeons, and Evelyn will just...
Yeah, that's a good evening activity.
Yeah.
It's Pie Ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobbie, there are no more pies.
Paladin.
Perfect.
Get out, leave. You're done.
That's a new official D&D subclass.
Obviously, install the app. Unearthed Arcana.
Yes.
That is the only thing that Strix will ever worship.
Right. So I've just
Bobbie, what do you do?
So all the pies are gone?
All the pies are gone, and there is a mechanical beholder outside that Jim is controlling. And Omin is wearing that kid's hat.
Yeah. So I'm already upset because he told me not to wear the hat, and then he got to wear the hat. But I'm very focused on the pants situation.
Yeah. That's the main thing, I think.
I mean, I imagine I could slink over to Bobbie too and just be like, kill it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go outside with said couch attachment.
Man.
What is your speed?
My speed, I'll tell you
Not
right
much.
now. So my speed is 40 feet, and that's cut in half, so 20.
So the beholder is now close enough that even with your sofa ass, you can make it out to the mechanical beholder.
All right, perfect. As I'm looking at it, what's the front? Like I see the eyes, the mouth.
So it looks like a machine version of a beholder, but where the big central eye would normally be on an organic beholder, there is this porthole, but which is now shattered open, and you can see there are several people inside, and whoever is steering it is wearing a cowl, a cloak, and is wearing a mask over their face.
Good.
I'd like to take aim with my crossbow.
Ooh.
And before I take aim, I'll use my, I believe I got the bonus action to tie rope to the crossbow.
Sure. And you also have advantage on this roll because Omin hit this figure with guiding bolt.
Fantastic.
And so Omin's divine magic guides your crossbow bolt.
It's a great spell.
Fantastic. I'm very excited. So crossbow with the rope on it, shooting at the driver.
God, this is going to work. I got a good feeling here, Bobbie.
I've been flailing around. 9. Does 9 hit?
It does not. But good thing you have advantage. So roll again.
Yeah, roll again, and then there's something else we can do.
Better than 9.
Okay, there we go. 18.
Hey, see, that's a number.
Okay.
That's a high number.
And then where's my D8? Boom. We roll that. And that is 4 plus, because I'm still raged up. So 4 plus 3, that is 7. Plus 1 is 8. There we go.
I love it.
You see some blood, but the figure you hit is still alive.
Is the arrow stuck in him?
Yes.
Or her? Okay. And I've still got some of the rope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jim, it's the beholder's turn.
He is going to turn one of these eye stalks down and point it right into the hole in the center.
Oh my God. This is the hardest core shit.
And like shoot into itself.
And shoot into itself. So I'm going to roll first, plus 8. Oh no. I got a 1. I got a 7. That's a 7, not a 1. Plus 8 is 15.
All right, you miss the person in front, but you hit one of the people in back.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to take 2d12 plus 4. Which comes to 18.
Really?
Yeah, he just
that's the number, I guess.
There is just a and the figure behind the pilot just slumps over.
Nice.
Omin.
Yes.
Oh no, Strix is after the beholder.
Instead.
I give Jib like a little clap. I there's no reason to always have an angry rivalry. We need, the credit is due when credit's due.
Perhaps I misjudged you, Strix.
That's, you're lying.
Yes. That was the biggest illusion I've cast all day.
What? I knew it because I had detect magic. Anyway, banter aside, I'm going to try and I see this. Can I see the figure inside that broken window?
Yes.
Okay.
And again, it's wearing a cowl and has a mask.
Would I consider their posture threatening?
No.
Or spooky?
Well, no. They're definitely at the controls of a killer beholder bot.
Yeah, I'm saying, do they look like they're like? Would I consider them to be one of like maybe someone evil or spooky wearing this mask and a cloak?
No, because as you're looking at them now, really giving attention to, and the only other person who's really given attention to this person is Bobbie, who's from a whole other world.
Right.
But you, a longtime inhabitant of Waterdeep, realize your group is attacking one of the masked lords of Waterdeep.
Uh-oh! I like it.
Which also, as an inhabitant of Waterdeep, is punishable by death.
Ooh, no!
This is in this city as a capital crime.
I just throw my staff. I'm like, what? Uh-oh!
Well, he wasn't coming with a tickle ray. He was going to kill us anyway.
Self-defense.
Yeah, but
yeah, self-defense.
I'm just like, everyone stop! Uh-oh!
I'm still holding on to this thing.
Can I put my hands up?
Yeah.
They're playing your song.
Put your hands in the air.
So Strix, are you surrendering sincerely?
I mean, I don't want to get in trouble with Waterdeep. I already have like a list of probably like 25 to 30 entities that want me dead. So I don't want to add the Masked Lords to this list. And also my pie shop doesn't need to be destroyed again. So if they're after Acquisitions Incorporated, I feel like we could have this discussion maybe. They're not devils, right?
Not that you know of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'll just be like, oh, a masked lord has come to enjoy some of my pies.
That can't hurt on social.
Yeah. What an endorsement.
And I'm just going to try and persuade them to stop.
Then go ahead and make a charisma persuasion check.
Okay.
Charisma is very good.
Can
as
I
recall.
maybe say they're the best pies in the universe or else and make it an intimidation check?
Evelyn's also raising her hands with Strix, so can she give her advantage by aiding and being like, yeah, totally.
Sure.
Okay, so we can make it a pie intimidation check?
Yes, with advantage.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
But Evelyn, this is basically like you're doing your turn's action early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is a 24. Oh, and the second one is a 28.
Oh,
you are
Yowza.
You are very convincing, especially surrounded by the remains of animate pie. And
it's like all over.
And in all of your mighty witchiness. You can actually tell that the figure in the pilot seat sort of like was all up and sort of slouches down a little bit.
No need to kill us. No need for that. I've only got one raise dead spell.
Jim, what do you do seeing Strix say this?
So, and I noticed probably the body language.
Yes.
Change.
Yeah. Well, and the physical shape. This is almost certainly a mask you've seen in real life.
So I want to tip it so that the eyeball is facing down and just shake it.
Oh my god.
Oh, like a salt and pepper shaker.
Yeah, I just want to like shake him out.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Do I have to make some kind of check for that?
No, that's just moving it, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to see how vigorously you can shake it. So go ahead and make an intelligence.
This is a family show, Jeremy.
Go ahead.
Want to see how vigorously you can shake it.
Yes, one canst shake it.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence arcana check. To measure the vigor of your shake.
That's a good one for me. This is pretty vigorous. 17.
Yeah, that's true vigor.
Let's see. Oh, you can see the pilot hanging on, but I got an 8 and they tumble out onto the ground with a thud. And as they do, you see the mask slide off their face, and it is Omin.
Oh.
What? What?
I probably lose concentration at that point, and it turns back into an
but
object.
upside down and metal, crushing him
right above him
and killing him.
So,
no, the porthole is above him.
Oh yeah.
Be like in Jurassic Park, like where.
No, it just stores him. Now he's just there as a decoration.
He's sealed for freshness.
I'm going to see if he can roll out of the way. He's going to get a dexterity saving throw.
That would be badass.
But Jerry, as you know, Omin's dex is terrible.
Oh no, it's a nightmare realm.
Wow. Yeah. With your stats, Omin, I got, and with the penalty that you have to dex, the other Omin got a 1 on his saving throw.
No.
And so, Jim, go ahead and roll the mechanical beholder's damage as it comes crashing down on top of the other Omin So that's 2d12 plus 4.
Yep.
Because it's so big.
All right. Well, that is just a pretty high number. It's 20.
And now roll it again to represent just the sheer weight that's crushing down on the other omen.
Oh my lord.
All right. Same thing again. This time much less.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm bad. I don't know.
How much?
15.
15. All right. There is a sickening thud as the mechanical beholder crushes down on the other omen, and all you see sticking out are his 2 feet
The evil witch or whatever.
that even curl back a little bit.
Wow.
And you hear the back of the mechanical beholder open, and someone stumbles out and sort of arranging herself. You see this regal, middle-aged woman dressed as a Waterdeep magistrate. And she glances down through her spectacles at the curled up feet of the other omen, looks at all of you, and says, "Because of your crimes this day, we have no choice, though we had hoped otherwise, to banish you post-haste to the great prison of Revel's End in Icewind Dale, where you will spend the rest of your lives."
I said, what if I just put the mask on and then I did all the stuff he was going to do? I'm a dead ringer for this guy. No one would know.
I said what I said. The rest of your lives.
I'm friends with the Blackstaff.
Lady, I hope you brought some help.
And that is where we will end.
No.
Oh,
Go to spooky place.
Boy.
I just want to clean up. I just want to clean up.
Look, all Bobbie did was poop on a couch. All
Yeah.
I did was cut
That's
pie.
it.
Like, I don't know what crimes we're talking about.
No.
I didn't even get to have an extended conversation with Bobbie. All we did, I mean, at least I gave you a pastry.
There was
The
a
pie
vibe,
was
though.
delicious.
There was
The
a
pie
vibe.
was delicious.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
Like
Bobbie's
anybody could have
yeah.
accidentally killed that omen. Right? I mean, I feel like that could have been any one of us.
I have
I
raised
don't think there's
dead.
any reason to point fingers.
Yeah, what if we just bring him back to life? We'll be okay, right?
Yeah, good as new.
Do you know how many times we've done that?
It takes 10 minutes. I mean, we got time.
Thank you, Jeremy. That was really
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thanks,
much.
Jeremy.
Thanks, Jay Crawford.
Thank
The
you
most
all.
the most agile pies on the planet.
Thanks for having me back, and I'm sorry that my pies attacked you.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. But we did make a note of it.
I'm
Strix.
sorry Jim was so mean, Holly.
Oh no, it's fine. Strix understands. It's a friendly rivalry to better their craft.
Makes them both better, really.
Sure. Iron sharpens iron, you know?
And I'm sorry, as the barbarian, I did like no damage to anything. I just pooped my pants and sat on the couch.
You had some
Strix got you
personal
high on
problems going
accident.
on.
That's not your
This
fault.
is well, not accident, but this is a peak 2020 quarantine Bobbie, just on the couch all day, pooping his pants, swinging at nothing.
You got to
I
give
can't
yourself a
argue
little
with that.
leeway in these dark times, you know?
Exactly.
This is the first time I put on makeup in 6 months.
Oh, no. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Now it's time for announcements. Hello. Thank you so much for rolling through this special PAX Online episode of Acquisitions Incorporated. Hopefully it provided a moment of succor for you in these strange times. As is traditional, of course, I would like to thank our sponsors for the show. First of all, D&D Beyond. It's never been easier with D&D Beyond and their new digital dice feature seen in tonight's game. You can also start your own franchise of Acquisitions Incorporated with 20% off the source book on D&D Beyond using the code Acq Inc 20. Of course, also longtime ally Level Up Dice. Big shout out to them, of course. We weren't able to show off the typical sets that we usually use in the real world. Such sets are available for you. Specifically, We have the Omin set right here. Obviously, always be branding. And Evelyn's incredibly heavy copper set here. They are available on the Penny Arcade store right now. Of course, also stalwart ally, Elderwood Academy. They are putting together a special Shadow Council created sort of a collaboration they've been doing online for a new dice box. And whatever we come up with collaboratively together, that box will be available on the store next week. So until next time, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.